Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Tulane Green Wave. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So, second down after the incompletion. And now they'll run it on the draw.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. They attack the deep middle of this defense. They'll come up with a big play.
Nice job getting that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
2nd down play coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tulane. Strong game by this quarterback. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. team makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? With the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it on the move, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback keeps the football. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The Pirates hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, East Carolina. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Finds room at the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Green Wave. It was a foot race and he won it. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
14, East Carolina, 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down, looking to set up a screen pass here. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The Pirates will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
He's running out of time here. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up with a play and taken down.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
There's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. Making people miss. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. The Pirates pick up enough to get a first down there. And they'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
3rd down play for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. Gets some space around the 30. He's past the marker, still on his feet. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. Off the big play there, pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulane. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop.
East Carolina, 7.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
East Carolina, 7.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football.
You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job, it's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Pass hauled in near the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. extra point makes it 28-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
East Carolina, 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. In the clear at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw. The catch is made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to chuck it again. Looking for his back. It is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Tulane. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
East Carolina, 7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's got his man open downfield. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, and you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback hope.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass for a nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll test the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tulane 42, East Carolina 7.
So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Tulane Green Wave will take over first and 10.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Pressure is coming. Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's going to take off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
There's a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Second down after that previous play. They go with a direct snap. Not much on that play, brought down short. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Using his legs on the scramble. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. That play moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they got a chance to get back in the game.
East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. It's a quarterback keeper. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete